What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nicole in Gray. To be clear, hashtag the gray area, and it's Wednesday, so it's time for What's Going On? Okay, what's going on is pretty self-explanatory, but I still wanted a cool theme song. You know, maybe like Marvin Gaye's What's Going On? What's going on? Yeah, that would be good. Or like A Different World. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I like that one too. Or something maybe a little more H-Town, like Ghetto Boys. What the is going on in this? Well, let's just be real. I can't afford any of that. So, this is the intro. It's time for What's Going On Wednesday. So, let's get straight to the business. Yesterday, the Pentagon approved the diversion of $3.6 billion that it had allocated to future construction projects to be used for Trump's border wall. The approval followed a request made by the White House to reprogram $3.6 billion in military construction funds to build approximately 175 miles of border barriers. Half of the money being diverted is from overseas construction projects, while the other half are from domestic projects. Of the domestic projects that are delayed, over a dozen of them are slated for hurricane-ravaged areas like Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida, as well as Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. In the U.S. Virgin Islands, the 13 projects that will be delayed were slated for Hurricane Maria relief. As to the future of those projects, Pentagon officials said, "We're fully committed to the recovery effort for Maria, and the projects on the list, we think, are not going to be delayed because of how far out in the future they are." Pentagon officials have also said of the Hurricane Maria relief projects that they are more long-term projects that wouldn't have gotten underway until past fiscal year 2020. So, to how the Pentagon plans to pay for future projects, it's asked Congress to cover the $3.6 billion shortfall in its 2020 budget. So, since President Trump was denied funding for his border wall from Congress, the Pentagon played the middleman and got the money for him. There is no guarantee that Congress will approve the Pentagon's budget for 2020 with the additional $3.6 billion, to which the Pentagon has said for the overseas projects, it will seek out opportunities for burden sharing, meaning it will ask those foreign governments to chip in. There's no doubt that this is an attempt by President Trump to keep his promise to build a southern border wall. An attempt to re-energize his base and bring the crowd back to its screams of "build that wall, build that wall." But with that in mind, we have to revisit the promise, which was 500 miles of border wall that Mexico was going to pay for. But looking at the recent diversion, which will only fund 175 miles of border wall, the president has a long way to go. And with the Pentagon's plans to ask allies to help cover the shortfall if needed, It looks like everybody's paying for the wall but Mexico. About you, but I'd like to know what's really going on about this border wall. So we'll revisit the subject as things develop, but for now, I'm out.